Yes. Good Wednesday afternoon. Well, ATL, Galway Girl, the one and only Puss in Boots, Sonia, Coffee Chat, Kathy, Diane's channel. How gross MM asked last night, why don't I have any kids? What does it? Oh, Diane, I got to be honest with you. I'm almost speechless over this whole situation, and I don't know why Laura just doesn't stop. Hey, Misnomer, Sonia, Anna Mary, what what is the point of going live today and coming unglued? Hey, Dixie Lou, Shannon Uncensored. I don't get it. She says that you're all trying to do this just to twist what Randy said about Mad Catter or whatever. Randy apologized. Laura, Randy apologized. But let's not forget where that came from. Fod gave Randy that info. Randy apologized. Fod apologized. So why would Diane be doing this to twist anything? Diane put this out a month ago, what she planned on doing, invited the entire community to participate in this. Hey, Paula's Promise, Pammy B, Sip Some Tea, Farmer Girl. And I don't understand why Laura's losing her mind over this. And now she's got people upset that like her and that support her, and they're upset because now they think Laura's not going to like them, which is a possibility, I guess. Hey, Purple Rain. Well, you would think Merry Christmas season, but it's not turning out so well. But it's not over. And Laura, Diane never mentioned your child's computer monitor or whatever. There is no one out here that disliked you so much that they would want your children not to get exactly what they're asking for Christmas. Nobody. Oh, I'm sure she's having a stroke over the PayPals that just came in to Trisha Not Trish. By the way, everybody, Diane has links for the wish list um, underneath her videos. So, hey, sweetie pie, Denise P. I know you didn't, Diane. I know you didn't. And I'm probably going to embarrass Diane a little bit right now. But Laura even screamed something about Diane getting kickbacks off of this. I don't know if you all are aware of this or not, but Diane is financially stable. Okay. Um, and she doesn't need kickbacks off of anything. And you would think, as much as she's been looked up, Laura would know that. I do that all the time to her, Diane. Anytime she tries to run my stream, I put it on private. Yeah, people are going to still. I need the link to that list and have a specific person I would like to buy for. Tiffany Marie, I think it's over there under Diane's community post. I think you can get all the lists. Brilliant mistakes. I don't know why Laura didn't just wake up this morning and say, you know what me and Makeup Monster did last night was pretty shitty. Who can't do that? I mean, who can't come to this platform and say it's on private now, Tiffany, until Laura stops her garbage so that Diane's I do it to her too, Diane, just to piss her off. When she's playing my live stream, I hit private too. You know, she screams, what about me? What about my kids? Nobody out here doesn't want her kids to not have a great Christmas. Laura, you have tons of support. Your kid's Christmas is going to be fine. Hey, Casey's in. But what about the people out here that don't have any support, that are out here on their own? Is it that bad that people want to help people? That it would cause this kind of freaking chaos? Just wake up after you do something stupid and say, hey, what I did was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. It got way out of hand. And then join in the fun. Be a part of the joy of Christmas. It's just not that hard to say, I'm sorry. But you have to actually mean it. But you go on the defense, Laura. You should be on the offense. Do you understand that? Do you understand sports at all? You're always on the defense. Once in a while, you need to take the offense. A good defense is only as good as a good offense. That's right, people. I know sports. I grew up with 5 brothers. Hey, Bethany. I know she's doubling down, Pepper. I can't believe it. I was like, I did too, Miss Nomer. My internet went out. And I was so glad. I mean, I got to catch just a couple minutes of Diane's and it kept spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And I finally just turned my oxygen machine on and rolled over and tried to go to sleep because it sounds like a freaking freight train. I thought it was going to be like a, you know, it's not. It's more like a, it is what it is. But I thought when I woke up today and I saw everything that went down, I was like, okay, surely Laura will go live and even if it's a bullshit explanation, give some sort of explanation. Hey, Danielle. But all I see is her going on the defense. And I see people over there supporting it, saying, Laura, you did nothing wrong. Yeah, she did. And if you were her friend, you would tell her so. See, when I was her Patreon, I told her when she screwed up. There were several of us past Patreons that when she would do something, we'd be like, Laura, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. I'm not going to be a part of that or whatever. Mac, I can't really tell a difference. Maybe I just haven't gotten used to it. Plus, it's irritating my nose. Yes, if you have a list, I am begging you, do not take it down. Give it the time that Diane has allotted to get, if not everything on your list, hopefully enough to bring a smile to you and your children's faces. Please, if you have a list, do not remove it. Vito is just an email. Yes, Vito is needing some help too. I saw you say that, Samara. He doesn't have a wish list. It's under Jenna's live from this morning earlier. Yes, Mac. They actually called to check on me. Hello, Rebel Rose. Actually, the company called to check on me today. I told them it was bothering my nose. They said there's some kind of water bottle or they can add moisture to it or something. I don't know. That's not what this is about. Although I'm very grateful to be breathing. I just want to know why Laura can't just stop. Yes, and please go to Winky's and comment on her community post. Winky lost her mother through the night last night. And Winky and her mother were like, and I know this because Winky's in my Discord and they're best friends. I mean, I lost my mom. My mom was my best friend. It takes, You never get over it. You just never get over it. It does get easier, but you don't get over it. I don't get it. I don't get why she's doubling down. You know what I really believe in my heart of hearts? I believe she's pissed off over the way that TNT's panel went down. And what happened was there were some people that probably still like Laura, but they called her out on her bullshit, and she doesn't like that. I know, Mandolin. It's mine's been 20 something, and trust me, this time of year probably bothers me more than any time of year, uh, because my mom was the glue to our family. She's what made Hey Hybrid. She's what made our memories so great. Hey Turquoise. Uh, now you got COVID where people aren't going to get to be with their parents. But then you got somebody like Winky, who is literally just 3 weeks away, 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. Me too, Mac. 3 weeks away from Christmas Day that she has to be without her mother. And I'm sorry, I just don't understand how getting gifts together for people who can't afford them for Christmas can somehow turn into this big cluster. I don't understand it. Only on YouTube. It's doing something so good for children, for families. If that money that Trisha raised, if it has to go out into PayPals or um, super chats, then those people who get those PayPals and those super chats can either go to the stores and shop for a couple gifts here and there, or maybe put a Christmas dinner on their table that they weren't going to have. Also, like to send out prayers for Marie, Sip T, Marie's dad. He's he's not in the best of health right now either, and oh, Mac, I'm sorry. Trust me, Mac, when I say Winky's mom is seeing the brightest light she's ever seen in her life. And I firmly believe that. I firmly believe it that. Don't cry, Sip T. Just make memories. Don't cry, just make memories. That's what I had to tell Winky um a few weeks ago was hold your mama close and make memories. Because sometimes that's all you got. That's all you've got. If you have your parents, hug them, call them. I know it's COVID. A lot of people are not going to get to see their kids. They're not going to get to see their grandkids. They're not going to get to be with their parents. Do a Zoom call. Do a FaceTime. Make the best of a bad situation. But for God's sakes, why are we making a good situation a bad situation here on YouTube? Okay, Jacob. And I'm so tired, Laura, of you screaming, I'm a single mother. You are not the only single mother out there. It is not just single mothers that are struggling right now. It is entire families. People are losing their jobs. They're losing their family members. For 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 the love of God, why is this happening? I haven't been able to buy my son and daughter-in-law anything for Christmas since 2014, and I've never been able to buy anything for my grandbabies for Christmas since they have been born. Rebel Rose, why didn't you make a list? The community, we're here to help. Diane didn't do this for Diane. Exactly. Persephone's pomegranate. Memories is all that keeps me going, Alyssa. And I feel like every time a tear drops down my cheek, I lose one of those memories. So I really try not to cry when I think about my parents, when I think about my brother, when I think about past Christmases and how I miss sitting around and Rebel Rose, if you need help, it's out here. Diane didn't do this for herself. It- you know, I just don't understand how it got this. And then when I clicked over there and Laura was like in stroke mode, and God forbid she has a stroke. But yeah, please contact Diane. Um, if you are in genuine need, please email Diane. Somebody can drop Diane's email. But you know what? You know what we're not going to do is we're not going to this is really funny that Makeup Mobster actually called me the Grinch the other day. Me. But guess what? We're not going to let this stop this. If anything, what came of this today turned into a great thing because the generosity that was shown over on Trisha's channel. Yes, Donna, please tell your loved ones how much they are loved. So I guess in that aspect, I'm just going to say thank you, Laura, for being an asshole. Thank you for being such an asshole that people that actually like you and support you went on a panel to call you out. Thank you, Laura. You can always turn a negative into a positive, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say thank you, Laura, for showing your ass, for once again putting out there just how selfish you are. To hear somebody say, well, what if it's somebody I hate? Well, I don't know, Laura. Does people that you hate, I mean, there's a lot of people out there you don't like, but hate's a pretty strong word. But do they not deserve a Christmas because you don't like them? It's a Christmas miracle. There you go, Donna. Boo, Amber Kay. Or, um, you have a problem with somebody needing pots and pans. What the frick I hate that word. What the flock do you want them to cook in? You want them to be cooking on an open flame out in the yard? What if they lost their house? What if they're freshly divorced? What if they're in a domestic violence situation and they fled with nothing and they need pots and pans? Is that such a bad thing? I'm getting really tired of these trolls coming in and asking what the F this is. I just don't understand. If I ever, ever, ever show my ass the way that Laura has shown porn. If I no porning. If I ever show my ass the way Laura has shown her ass these last couple days, then I would beg each and every one of you to unsub me, slap me across the head, ask for chargebacks on all of your money, whatever. But you know what? I can say that very confidently, I'm very confident in being able to say that because I never think like that. Now she's over there trying to twist it and turn it into this evil, ugly side show. Say that 3 times real fast. Side chat, side show, side chat, side show, side chat, side show. I wasn't very fast, but I've got anger. My new belly button looks like an asshole. Ooh, Remy. Well, at least it's fixed. Penis. Amber K always brings penis to the party. Rebel Rose, sweetie, I can't answer that. You know, if you're able to get one thing for each child in your life, then I mean, that's reason to be grateful. It is a tongue twister. But like I said, you have to email Diane. I'm sure Diane has to talk to you uh, somehow, some way to, kind of vet you. It's sad that that has to be done, but, this is the internet. I don't know, Remy. I don't know. I don't know how this turned into this. Diane put this out a month ago, invited the entire community to participate. And now all of a sudden, Laura and Makeup Mobster go live last night, literally picking people's lists apart. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. There's Diane's email. Screenshot it if you have to, Rebel Rose. But it would have been so much easier instead of all of this going down for Laura to, Laura doesn't even have to like Diane and them. All she had to do was drop the links in her chat or just go and donate to it. Buy something, buy a little toy for somebody. But it turns into this. No, Diane will not divulge your information. The wish list will not have your personal information on it. Mocha, this is just a bunch of women bitching and moaning. So, welcome. I don't know. I think what happened over at Trisha's was spectacular. I've always been the kind of person, and this is the honest to God's truth. I've always felt awkward receiving a gift, but nothing makes me happier than giving one. I mean, it's almost like I feel embarrassed when there's a gift under the tree for me. I've always been like that, even when I was a little kid. I mean, my mom and dad had 8 kids, but it always felt so good handing a gift to somebody. I don't know why y'all keep expecting human decency from someone who's an actual hoe ass demonic. Don't hold back, Amber K. Tell us how you really feel. I don't know. I just, Laura's going to triple down now. I'm sure Makeup Mobster is going to get on panel with her and they're going to triple down on this. Laura, do me a favor. Just say you're sorry. And if you're not going to say you're sorry for what you did to Diane and them and to the people on those lists, then say you're sorry to the people like BTS, like TNT, like Amanda Lynn, like those that have stuck up for you and now they feel awkward because they've gone against you because it was the right thing to do. At least say you're sorry to them. I know, Pumpkin Ore. Well, actually, somebody did tell me that they would never ever put their stuff out here because of exactly what's going on. Did you just fart? No, my dog is snoring though. You want to hear, Jack? That's my dog. They did do a wonderful thing today, Samara, but now they're going to get beat down over it. I don't know, Mandy. It said for families in need. It didn't say anything about toys, which I got to be honest with you. I'm a toy buyer because I always think of kids first, but that doesn't mean that adults don't need things for Christmas too. My brother asked me yesterday, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. You know, buy a child a gift. Maybe some Christmas jammies. Everybody likes a new pair of Christmas jammies. Christmas is for families. Okay, I'm going to tell you a Christmas story. Okay, so I talked earlier on Trisha's panel about my dad was a drinker. God rest his soul. He got sober the last 30 years of his life, so our kids didn't know my dad as a drinker, but we did growing up. So there were times when we didn't have a tree when we went to bed on Christmas Eve, but when we woke up Christmas morning, we had a tree. And that's because my mom waited for my dad to come in with his Christmas bonus or what was left of it, what he, hadn't drank up or whatever, or gambled away or whatever. And she would go out in the middle of the night and get a freaking Christmas tree and decorate it by herself. And we would actually wake up to a Christmas tree, which just added to the wonder. But I remember one Christmas crying because we had the tree prior to Christmas and there were presents under there. And as a Snoopy kid, uh, I looked under the tree and there were no gifts for my mother. There were gifts for my dad. There were good gifts for all of us, but there was no gifts for my mom. Hey, gone girl, gone girl. And I cried. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And my mom is like, it's okay. You know, sometimes moms don't get presents. And I couldn't take it. As a child, I was going to have a mental breakdown that there wasn't a present under that tree for my mother because there was a present for everybody under that tree except my mom. And my dad came in. He had been drinking. It didn't stop him from getting in his car and going down the road and buying the ugliest plastic fruit basket that I had ever seen. It even had a little fake fly on it. for my mom for Christmas, just to shut me up, just to shut me up. My mom had that freaking fruit basket up until the day she died, and someone in this family probably still has that ugly fruit basket. Yes, a plastic fruit basket with a fake fly on the apple. I'll never forget. A big potted plant. I don't know, but just the thought of my mother not having a present underneath that tree sent me over the edge. Yeah, there is no shame here. These are tough, tough times. Tough times, and they're tough for everybody. There is no shame here. Email Diane. If you don't know how to set up a wish list, Diane can walk you through it. You know, you can talk through Discord if you don't feel comfortable talking on a phone or whatever. But email Diane. She will walk you through how to do all of this stuff. You're too sick for Christmas? I'm so sorry to hear that. Exactly. Some may need help this year, but be able to give next year. Exactly, TL. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what it's all about, you know? And it's not just Christmas, you know? We have some really good people in this community. And personally, I think I have the best small circle there is, but I'm sure everybody feels that way about their circle, their little small circle of friends. Hello, Ben. One day at a time there, buddy. Stay on it. But please, if you have a wish list up, don't delete it. Don't, there's no shame. Amber, I knew you was going to say that. There's no shame in needing help. And this, I'm a single mother. Well, let me tell you something. I want to tell you a story. This has nothing to do with Christmas. My son come in and he was younger. He had, I don't know, fourth grade, fifth grade. And he had a permission slip to go to, I don't know, Washington, D.C. with the class or whatever. But it was going to, cost a couple $100, which was cheap. But still, back then it was a couple $100 for me to come up with. Oh, gone girl. I'm so sorry. Just hang in there, kid. It can be done. You know it can be done. I am a prime example of you can beat this. It can be beat. I promise you. I'm sitting here today cancer free. Please keep your head up. Keep your faith. But back to the story I was telling. I done forgot. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, Laura always screaming about being a single mom, single mom, single mom. So Chance brings home this permission slip. I have no way to be able to afford to send this kid to Washington, D.C. with his fifth grade class or whatever. I can't do it. I don't have an extra couple $100. You know, I was doing good to make ends meet, and sometimes they didn't meet, and there was a little gap in the middle. But robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak. But I made the decision, and when I look back on it today, it probably was a stupid decision. But I made the decision I could either pay my gas bill and Chance couldn't go, or I could let my gas bill go and Chance could go. And then I would just pay my gas bill the following month because they were going to turn it off. So for 1 whole month, do you know what I did? I boiled water on the stove for baths, for dishes, uh, everything that was washed in the washer went on cold. And I did that so that my son could go on a 5th grade trip and not miss out on the memories, because the memories were more important than having hot water at the time. And of course, I had a gas hot water heater. So please don't talk to people out here about the struggles of being a single mom, because there's a lot of people that's still struggling as a single mom, and a bunch of us who have made our way through that struggle. Gone Girl, I'll pray for you. If you need to talk, if there's anything that, I don't know where you're at, if this is a new diagnosis or if there's any questions you have or any tips I can give you based on any kind of treatment or anything, hit me up. Hey, Debbie Lou, hit me up in my email, okay? And we'll talk. I'll give you my phone number and we can talk. I mean, there was a lot of things that I wish I had people there to talk about when I had cancer. So, yeah, people struggle as a two-parent. It's brand new news. I'm so sorry. I know how scary that can be. Trust me, if you email me, I promise you, I will call you. We will talk. We'll talk about your stage. What can you expect? I mean, every story is different, but I'm telling you, I am a survivor, and so can you. Remy, good luck on your appointment. So, Gone Girl, by all means, if you need to talk, please email me, because I wish when I was diagnosed, I would have had somebody to talk to me in layman terms and not doctor terms and not hospital terms and not medical terms, but somebody who just wanted to sit down and talk to me. Your large bowel won't work. Have they staged you yet? Just email me, Gone Girl, and we'll talk about it. I don't want you to put too much information out here, because we all know what can happen with information out here. Yeah, you don't have to be single to be struggling. There's a lot of people out here, and especially at this time. I mean, not only is it Christmas time, but it's Christmas time during a wide world pandemic. People have lost their jobs. People, they're struggling to put meat on their table every single week. And I don't understand how it went from Diane announcing a month ago what she was going to do to where we're at now. Yes, definitely prayers for Gone Girl, Gone Girl. And like I said, if you want to talk, please hit up my email. I hear you, Remy. That's how I felt too. But guys, I'm begging you, if you have a list out there, an Amazon wish list already created, please, please, please don't take it down. Don't be shameful. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. Every once in a while, somebody needs a hand. Single moms are heroes. Exactly. Hold on, I'm texting. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I don't know how things turned out to be what they are, but let's not make it let's not let's not stop. Let's just keep on pushing forward. Um if you have a little extra to spare, spare it. If you don't, you don't. Take care of your own. Charity begins at home. But if you have a little extra, go over to Diane's, get those links. I'm going to have one of my mods grab them. I'm going to put up a community post. I'm going to drop those links under my community post. And so they'll not only be over at Diane's, they'll also be over here. I think Trisha's going to continue to drop them throughout her streams. But if you need help, get you some. And then maybe next year things will be looking up and you'll be able to pay it forward. Because in reality, that's what it comes down to, is paying it forward. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. So if you have a list, please don't let what's happened keep you from providing a child with the spirit of Christmas. Can I mod, please, Debbie, the iPhone link? Can I mod, please, Debbie, the iPhone link? Hang on, TL, I have to mod you up. I think I just modded you up, TL. Give it a try. I'm telling you, I told the story before. If I was to hit the lottery and I won $1 million, I would be broke in a week because I would make sure that at least 1 million children, well, maybe I couldn't do that because it would only be $1 a present, but I would make sure as many children as I could find would wake up to something under the Christmas tree. No, I asked if a mod could drop it. Oh, well, I modded you up anyways, TL. So when you go to bed at night tonight, say a prayer for Winky, say a prayer for Mar, say a prayer for, anybody that you know in your life that may be struggling, but also say a prayer for those out there. I mean, we've got kids sleeping on the streets. We've got, you know, I can't even think about these things because it just puts me in a really, really, really bad mood. And I don't want to go there. So all I can do is to do what I can do. You'd be a whore. You probably would, Amber. Just posted it. Let me see if it works. Debbie Lou Who. Hey, I want to be a mod too. I don't know, guys. Like I said, sometimes you got to turn the other cheek. And I think now might be the time. Now might be the time to turn the other cheek. And I feel bad for people who support Laura, but then when they stand up for what's right, Laura kind of goes at them. I don't support her, so she doesn't care what I have to say about her. And I don't care what she has to say about me. But I do feel bad. Hey, P-Day, I do feel bad for those that do support her and the ones that have called her out. And now they're figuring, the iPhone member join link. I don't know why iPhone, because I can do it on my iPhone. I just hit the link and it says join and I hit it. I did it just the other day to Serendipity. I didn't have to have a special link. I went to the join thing and I hit it. It happened. It worked. Debbie says that one doesn't work. Guys, it's tough times. Be patient, kids. It's coming. It's tough times, man. You know, reach out to that neighbor. You know, the little old lady that lives next door or a couple doors down that you know is not going to have anybody to be with on Christmas. You don't have to come face to face with them. Go to their porch, drop something off. You know, just do something. Debbie Lou Who, go to Tracy's channel page and hit that join button. That's all I've ever done, Pepper. But we're not going to get stuck in the mud here. We're going to keep on pushing forward. We're going to make sure some people, as many as possible, have a good Christmas. And like I said, the links, I'm going to have one of my mods grab the links from Diane's. When she puts her live back up, I'm going to have them, I'm going to create a community post. I'll put the links underneath my community post. Trisha Not Trish said she's going to continue to run the links. So that's the problem. I don't see one in hers. Debbie, I don't know, honey. I wish I knew how to help you, but I don't, because I definitely appreciate the fact that you want to sponsor me, but I don't know how to do it. Hell, if I hit a button, I'll end up in somebody else's live stream. We all know I don't hit buttons. Yahweh says, try this one. No join button. I used to be joined. Yeah, Debbie, I don't know why some of them are not re-up and automatically. Diane said she was having that problem too. Safety in numbers. Keep lurking. There you go, Debbie. You got it. Thank you. You got it. All right, guys. My feet are freezing. Yeah, I'm not gonna start pushing buttons, Dragon's Law, because you know what happens. It can get ugly. My feet are freezing. Please, if you're in need, don't hesitate to speak up. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna have one of my mods go over, get the links that Diane has provided. I'm gonna put them under a community post or possibly under this video right here, this live stream. Probably put it under this live stream. And if you don't have anything extra financially, give a little bit from your heart. You know, maybe a card in the mailbox for a mailman that's freezing his ass off as he's out there trying to deliver, or cookies on your neighbor's porch. Something. I hope you all have a blessed day. I will. What, Amber? Wait. What? She's gonna write penis. I know it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, guys. I do. I hope you all have a wonderful day. On girl, I now know who you are, so you can get in touch with me. And I just figured it out in my brain as we said here. So you can get in touch with me. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other. Ignore the ugliness. And for God's sake, Lord, just say you're sorry and move on. It's so much easier than trying to fight. Just say you're sorry and go. Everybody have a great day. Stay warm. I'm freezing my ass off. Not literally, but I wish I was. I'm freezing my feet off. But I adore you all. Thank you for supporting me. And if you have it, jump on those links and pay it forward. All right, guys. By the way, we will be having a Patreon giveaway. Sorry, Puss in Boots. I still haven't mailed yours. I'll mail these both at the same time. But the next giveaway will be Apple iBuds, or, earbuddy things. I don't know what they're called. Apple buds. I don't care. I don't know. All right. Love you all. Take care.